Michael Hernandez of MLH Media and Valley Fight News, and I'm here today with the now pro Enoch, the humble beast, McCottrell. How are you doing today, my friend? A long time no see.
Oh man, I'm doing well, bro. I'm eating, cutting this weight, and just getting ready to make that weigh in tomorrow. And August 4th, man, it's here. It's just been a long approach, but we finally here. It's fight week, baby.
Yeah. How does that feel now with the wake up being the day before? Does it give you a little bit more of a sense of relief?
When I was an amateur, I always wanted to fight 135. I always wanted to do it, but my coach had a brilliant idea. Was like telling me like that's a bad idea to try to do that because amateur, you weigh in the day of the fight, and I won't be able to hydrate as much as I wanted to be as I was at 145. So I believe my coach, and sure enough, as you see, I went undefeated at my amateur, went 5-0, and pretty good. Pretty did well at that
Yeah.
weight. So
I was just about to ask that. How has the new weight class been treating you? Has it been all good adjustments so far from what you've been seeing? I mean, you gave a meal, and most guys aren't able to get a meal before they actually weigh in, you know?
everything is like calculated perfectly. I feel like 135 is it's gonna be special for me. It's gonna really show me like who really I am. I haven't been in this weight class since high school wrestling. So
Yeah.
I'm excited. And when like I look back to my old high school days when I was at 135, I was so fast, so strong, so mean and lean, and hopefully, God bless me with that same ability on August 4th with the same mentality, with the speed, strength, and a strong mindset.
You have garnered the biggest fan base, like every single time, even fans that were former fans, you know of. So, what would you say is your biggest tip to maybe a guy that's coming in that wants to market himself like you? Because I feel like you are one of the prime examples that even Jeremy gives out at events at 559. He always says the great things that you have done for the organization. So, what are some things maybe that you would kind of give some fighters a little bit of love to and kind of say, hey, maybe you should try this a little bit more if you're trying to get yourself out there?
Most definitely, man. And shout out to Jeremy, man. He's a good promoter too. He pretty much pushed me to who I am today, and that's why I pretty much signed with my agent, Iridium, and they super smart when it comes down to promoting. But individual wise, as promoting, man, coming up, just be yourself, man. A lot of people try to go to that tough talking stuff, trying to get into people's faces, and people like that stuff. But at the end of the day, most people can't hold their mud when they get in that cage, and they look bad on you, and then your stocks go down when you carry yourself like that. So at the end of the day, I feel like as fighters, we go in there to respect each other because both of us get in this cage, and I respect my opponent, my coach, and everything. But number one thing is, hey, you better respect me because if you don't respect me, I'm gonna show you in that cage.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's all about respect, and it's all about staying level head and carrying yourself well in and out. You know how you carry yourself on social media and things like that. Because trust me, it's kids out there that's looking at you and that's like they look up to you like I want to be that guy one day.
Very wise words from the humble beast himself. I just have always loved the way you've been able to bring not only lessons, but also being able to spread the message that hey, you can be this guy that doesn't have to talk all this crap, doesn't have to do all the semantics. I come in the cage, I dominate, and you see me afterwards. You see the love that I receive. So you are definitely a prime example of being yourself, not having to diverge into all the semantics of trash talking into all that. That ugly business that can sometimes turn just absolutely it's like WWE and we don't need that in the
Yeah.
we're a different type of world and I definitely appreciate you for doing the things that you have done for not only 559 fights but for Tri City MMA. You have a couple of teammates over there that have been absolutely killing it in amateurs, man. What do you guys say about those guys at Tri City?
Love them guys, man. They're like hardworking human beings that I haven't met before, and you know, it shows when we compete. You know what I'm saying? And everybody in our gym is super level head, as you can see. Like none of our guys talk shit. We face off and we keep it moving, and we dominate in the cage as we supposed to. So and I'll come back to like our coaches and everything too. And got a couple guys that's coming up. They fighting on the 559 fights, 100 that's coming up, which I would love to be there because it's something special. It's a triple digit now, so
Yeah.
it's a special thing. And one of my other guys, he's fighting for a title for another promotion, which is a Valley Fight Series. He's fighting for a title. I won 25 pounders. So we're doing good things, man. And and it's all up to me, which is going to be on August 4th to like set that motion, set that tone, and get that W that day.
How do you feel with these guys coming into your gym every single day and looking at you as an example now? And you used to be that guy that was coming in and looking for examples, but now you're being a little bit of a role model to other guys. Has that changed maybe your perception of the way you're doing things in the gym? Has that changed anything about you? Or are you still the same? You still Enoch locked and loaded and ready to go?
What's funny is how you said that was when I first started in the gym. It was a lot of OGs in the gym. You know what I'm saying? And I was young, up and coming, and still trying to learn the ropes. And as years go by, some of the OGs have shipped away. And now my coach, he make fun of me. He called me the OG now in the gym. So it's kind of cool to like be a role model to those guys, to show them the way, to talk to them in the corner, to let them know how to feel, how it's going to feel when you go in that cage, how it's going to feel with the atmosphere of like fans just yelling, and try to embrace every moment, because you can knock a person out like that. You know what I'm saying? And you don't you ain't get that chance to embrace it. So take your time when you make that walk. Take your time when you get inside that cage and breathe constantly. So it's super cool to like be a leader to that gym, and just talking to those guys, these younger guys, because they are the future. I don't know how long I got into this MMA world, and we constantly keep getting new guys into these gyms. So my main priority is to like push off some of the stuff that I have already to some of these younger guys, so it can just keep on trickling to the new generation. So
You've gotten a ton of love here in the Central Valley from years past. How does it feel to make your pro debut at Tachi Palace, a place that has been enshrined in MMA glory since the conception of MMA primarily?
to be on Uriah Fabers card is like one of the most incredible things I want to say I've accomplished in life, because growing up, man, I was always so into, the UFC lifestyle. I used to watch UFC growing up, coming up, and I remember seeing this white guy with braids, short, stocky, and just had a swag to himself. Like every time he walk out, and I'm like, bro, who is this dude with braids? Because at the time I had braids too, and I just see him just mauling guys at that height. Like I'm like, dang, he's short, I'm short. He's beating up guys that's way taller than him. Like, bro, this dude's crazy. So when I started hearing his name, Uriah Faber, the California kid, and I'm like, you know what? I'm about to start doing wrestling. He was the main reason. I want to say him and Frankie Edgar was the main reason why I started wrestling when I started in 8th grade. And yeah, I just looking up to Uriah Faber and now fighting for him. Hopefully he might be there August 4th. I don't know. But yeah, man, it's a blessing, man. I don't know what to say. Like I'm just trying to stay calm. Once I get there, I'm gonna try to embrace it the best way I can and perform well. And if he's there, I'm gonna try to perform the way I perform, but add a little spice to it and get the W. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm excited, bro. That's all I can say. I'm excited.
Definitely is a pretty big moment for you. But you got the weigh-ins tomorrow, got the fights Friday. What are the plans for the rest of the weekend? I know you're a man that you like to stay active. You like to, are you gonna get right back into the training room right after, or are you planning on maybe taking a little bit of a vacation after this fight, kind of evaluating how things are going, and possibly hopping back in?
Well, my daughter's birthday, her first birthday is this month. So I remember telling Jeremy like, hey, I need a fight before my daughter's birthday because this really means so much to me. It's my first child. Uh, and with this fight camp, man, it was a big toll, especially on my fiance because she did a lot of stuff. and you know, me dealing with my weight cut and everything, and you know, it was tough. It was really tough, but at the end of the day, my fiance, she's a good woman. She knows what I'm aiming for, and it's all about us having that communication and just talking about, like, you know, what's the next move. So once I get this W and everything, Friday, talk to my lady, talk to my team, see what's up, and we can go from there. But I do want to get one more before this year over with, though. I do want to get one more before this year over
A little bit about your opponent here, David Gray, a guy that used to fight the flyweight division, I believe, in amateurs. He fought guys like Glass, he fought George Burgos, he fought tons of killers at the 125. How are you feeling about this guy? Is it a little bit weird that he's going up from, going to the pros and going up a little bit of weight? Was that a little bit of a surprise to you?
You know, I believe it's gonna be a good fight. He's a southpaw. My last fighter was a southpaw, so with this training camp, we pretty much didn't change nothing. So it was like kind of perfect. Like, okay, cool. We just got done with the southpaw. All right, we jumping right back in. So, you know, pretty much, you know, things are just how it is. I'm not trying to, like, you know, give all the game plans right now, but I believe it's gonna be nice. It's gonna be nice.
Got to work a little bit with John Appleman when you were going over there at the pit. Was that something that felt a little bit surreal too? Guy that's trained guys like Chuck Liddell, obviously worked with Antonio Benuelos, who's now coaching over there, and guys like Cody Gibson and all the amateur guys that they have at the pit now. But this man is trained the likes of, he's trained damn near everybody. It feels like anybody that went to that pit gym, they were hitting fast with John Appleman. How did that feel to get in there and just really start working with guys like that, Cody Gibson, John Hackman, Antonio Benuelos, guys that have seen the top of the game, top of the UFC world?
I never second guess none of their work ethics. I never second guess none of their workouts or anything. It was just, you know, constantly being level headed and just listen to these guys because they know what's up, you know, and I'm just extremely blessed when it comes down to those guys too as well, and just getting the knowledge. And I have, like, Antonio here send me some videos or whatever, like, to how to hit certain moves and things like that, angles and all those movements and things. Because if you ever watch Antonio old fights, how his movements, he was just like a freaking net. Like, he'll just beat me. He's everywhere, you know, and he's in your face, in and out, in and out. So, like, trying to learn that type of work, that footwork is super, super cool to, like, add to my arsenal. So yeah, man, them guys is amazing, man. Them guys is really amazing.
Antonio Benuelos, one of the best WEC fighters of all time. His fights over there in the WEC were legendary. And then Cody Gibson, somebody in the Central Valley that has not only made a name for himself, but also an ultimate fighter. Have you got to catch any of those episodes with Mr. Gibson?
Oh yeah, the guy's a beast, bro. He's a beast. Like I won't be surprised. You know what I'm saying? He make it far into the season. Like, I would not be surprised because the way his work ethic is, the way how he carry himself, and the dude just got a tank. Like, I always, like, when I sparred a guy, I be like, bro, how's the dude's not getting tired? Like, I'm free. Like, I be getting freaking tired going with that guy, bro, because he just constantly keep going forward, keep going forward, keep going forward. It's like not one moment he's bagging up. You know what I'm saying? So that guy's a beast, man. That guy's a beast, and I just cannot wait for the sky for him to just continue to go high for himself. So I'm excited for him, man.
Pretty cool to see somebody that on the Ultimate Fighter. Would you be open to doing the Ultimate Fighter if that was ever offered to you?
Hey, you know what's crazy is, like, I know two guys that went to the house. One guy won it, and I'm hoping and praying Cody wins it. And it might be a sign, like, can I be the next guy to go into the house and, pull it off? But, only God can tell that story, and all I can do is just, follow whatever path God got me going. So
I feel your Lord and Savior has definitely got you on a very good path here in the MMA scene. Not only was your amateur career quite the show to watch, but also I have a feeling your pro career is going to be quite the spectacle for anybody that is watching. And make sure you guys are watching as well. Any MLH Media fans, any Enoch Couple Beat fans, make sure you guys are buying UFC Fight Pass if you guys cannot attend the event in person on August 4th, as Enoch McCottrell will be making his MMA professional debuts against David Gray. My brother, any last words that you wanted to say today before we hopped off?
Man, stay tuned, man. I'm excited. August 4th is like literally right there, and I'm just so blessed for all my sponsors, for all my fan base that's supporting and tuning in. Even if you're not coming to the fight, you're watching on UFC Fight Pass, and it's just a blessing to be at this platform right now. And it's just only the beginning, man. The shit is not over with yet, So we finally got our foot into that pro door, and now it's just time to take off. So let's go.
Hey, I feel like that's the best way to end off this video, my man. Make sure if you guys are buying tickets for the event, you guys are clicking Enoch's name as well. Make sure you guys are helping my guy out over here. And it's going to be it from your guy over here at MLH Media, Michael Hernandez. They have MLH Media and Valley Vikings, and we're going to be signing out with the one, the only Enoch, the Humble Beast.
Yes, sir.